The default path to become a doctor is attending a US allopathic medical school. At an allopathic medical school, you earn your MD. For almost every pre-med, going the US allopathic route is the default and best choice. It keeps the most options and doors open moving forward, and it doesn't have any major drawbacks compared to its alternatives. Osteopathic medical schools are those where you earn your DO, or Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine. This degree is technically distinct from the MD, but you're still granted the same rights in practicing medicine, and you're still a physician at the end of the day. For DO medical schools, the good news is that you don't have to be as strong academically to get in. According to the most recent data, the average GPA and MCAT of DO medical school matriculants is 3.5 and 503 respectively, compared to 3.7 and 511 for MD schools. That's a pretty big difference. The bad news is that it's much harder to get into a highly competitive specialty, even with the residency merger. Given the fact that most medical students change their mind about specialty by the time they apply to residency, we recommend most students go the allopathic route. There are a small number of DO students who are able to successfully match into dermatology or plastic surgery, but they did so against the odds, and it's exceedingly rare. The main reasons to go the DO route are either 1, you weren't able to get into a allopathic medical school, but you were able to get into a DO school, or 2, you genuinely are interested in learning and applying osteopathic manipulative treatment to your future patients. OMT includes a set of hands-on techniques to diagnose and treat illness and injury. It is somewhat controversial though in the medical community. Some OMT methodologies are definitely backed by science, but others have no scientific backing at all. At Med School Insiders, we're all about full transparency and giving you the facts. There is still, unfortunately, a stigma to the DO degree. I don't agree with the stigma, and MD and DO physicians deserve equal respect. Again, the degree has little to do with one's abilities, merit, or skill as a physician. The stigma is ultimately detrimental, and we should continue to actively work in reducing these harmful misconceptions, but we need to do so in a mature and ethical way. You'll see many content creators on Instagram or YouTube who pretend that there isn't a stigma, but it's dishonest and harmful to pre-meds to deny these realities. Imagine being told that DO and MD are the same, only to realize in the middle of your osteopathic medical school training that it's nearly impossible for you to go into plastic surgery. There are a few distinct differences when applying to osteopathic medical schools compared to allopathic medical schools. Before working on your application, you'll need experience shadowing a DO physician. Osteopathic medical schools want to know that you have experience and interest in osteopathic medicine. It's also strongly advised to secure a letter of recommendation from a DO as well. This can be the same physician that you shadow. Some schools have this as a requirement, whereas others do not, but it's best practice to secure one regardless. In terms of your application, you'll be using AA COMAS rather than AMCAS. These applications are very similar, with a few differences in terms of character limit for your personal statement and work and activity sections. We recommend you first work on your AMCAS and then fill in your AA COMAS application after. You can also take your AMCAS personal statement and adapt it to be more appropriate to an osteopathic medical school. Secondaries and interviews occur around the same time, but note that DO schools may interview later in the spring compared to MD schools. Regardless of which path you choose, you'll be a licensed physician in the US. They're both great options for different reasons. At the end of the day, make a decision based on what is best for you with both eyes wide open.